preliminary squad. Must be a pretty big event, pretty exciting.
It is, especially for me. Obviously, not as a player, but as a coach. That's the big difference for me, I guess. But it's it's a good squad, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. I guess looking at my next step in my career, I guess after I finish playing, to get the opportunity to do an Australia A squad is just fantastic.
How's that transition going to? How are you going to handle the transition?
I don't know. I'll tell you in about 6 months' time, I guess. But I'm excited about it. It's something I really want to do. I guess at the end, when I get some feedback, I'll know if I'm good at it. I've got a lot to learn when it comes to coaching. I've found the little bits I've done so far. It's very different to playing. But again, I'm really enthusiastic about it. It's something I love the game of cricket. I want to stay involved, and I feel as though I've got something to offer.
How long has this been in the midst, and how long ago did Cricket Australia give you the thumbs up and say, yeah, you can coach?
I've sort of known probably for a couple of months when Pat Howard spoke to me. I must admit it was a shock for him to be sitting in front of him and him asking me to do this. But it's just a great opportunity to be able to, I guess, in a way, jump to the start of the queue. A lot of people have to coach a lot of years to be able to get this opportunity, and I'm really appreciative to Pat and Cricket Australia to be able to give me this opportunity so soon, I guess. So, yeah, as I said, I'm really excited about it.
As you said, you've got a very competitive squad to come up here, and you must be looking forward to, as Jenny said, get into the regions and really showcase.
Firstly, the squad. Obviously, reading it just as I landed this morning it's a very strong squad. So most of those guys, I think, high percentage of the squad's played international cricket, so it's going to be a very good squad, playing against a very good opposition. But as I say, more importantly, to get it up and play in the regions. I know Queensland will love to come up and play up here. Definitely, the facilities here are just outstanding. So to be able to to get up here and have the opportunity to bring international cricket, I guess, to an extent, is just another step forward.
Do you see some of these players, knocking on the door of the Test team pretty soon?
Well, most of them are, yeah, absolutely. You got Stark, Hazelwood, Faulkner's playing, Doolan's playing. That's only a couple, and they're all in the mix now. So, or if not playing, so it's just it's one of the strongest Aussie A squads I've seen for a long time. So it's going to be a very good high standard of cricket, and I'm sure the guys are really looking forward to it as well.
So what happens between now and I guess in 3 months' time when the full squad's announced?
Well, they've got training camps, I believe. I'm about to find out in the next couple of days exactly when. But they'll be up in Brisbane at the National Cricket Centre and training. Then I think they're here for about 2 weeks. They go home and then obviously come back when the squad's narrowed down. But the guys they're probably in their off season now, but most of them will be back training and obviously getting ready for that series.
You reckon you can handle Townsville's heat?
I hope so. Yeah, it is hot. I must admit, I noticed it this morning as soon as we got off. But as I said, I haven't spent a lot of time. I've only been here once before, and I'm looking forward to coming here and spending a bit more time here. So, just speaking to Jenny before, it's the sporting community is huge up here, and we know that. I know that. I've only been in Queensland 7 years, and just watching the football and just knowing that Queenslanders in general love sport. So it's going to be fantastic to be able to get up here and spend a bit more time up here.
On yourself, Ryan, how's your knee and how's the injury?
Yeah, it's going well. I've had some good time off. I've sort of just got back last night, actually spending some time back in Adelaide, my old home, and a bit of R&R and caught up with some old friends, that sort of stuff. So I've been offered and given it a good time to heal. It's a month today. I've had it done, or 4 weeks. So look, it's feeling good. It's on track. It feels 100% better than it did before I had it done. So that's a positive thing.
There's a lot of rumours, as you said, that was the demise of your career and everything. What can we expect out of Ryan Harris?
More cricket, hopefully. I sort of read a few comments when I got home that was probably the end of me. I can tell you now it's not. I'm more enthusiastic than ever to be able to want to get back and play. Probably first for Queensland, but also for Australia. I want to be a part of this Australian side. There's a lot of good things going to happen in the next 10 years, I hope. But hopefully I can be a part of it for as long as I can. And when that day comes and I feel as though I'm not doing my part or not playing my part, that'll be the day I'll move over. But I want to be here as long as I can.
What's the feedback from Buff?
I haven't actually spoke to him about it, to be honest. He's wanted me around. Well, I've been around him for a long time. Hopefully he wants me a bit more. But as far as I know, he wanted me. He's mentioned the World Cup. I'm in the mix of the World Cup. And he'd love me there in England for the Ashes. So I guess that's positive feedback, and I'll go from there. But again, I'm not getting too far ahead. I just want to make sure I've set the goal for England next year. It's only 16 months away, 8 or 9 tests, which I think is realistic. So As I said, we'll go there, set the goal there, and I'll set the same goals I set in England last time. That's be on the plane with the boys, hopefully with the Urn this time on the way home.